What is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixelmarters here, and welcome back to the Great Ace Turn 2. When we left off, we had our closing argument, and we got it done. Just like that. And now we're moving on to, I guess the Mega Chin over there is going to testify about his whole deal with the gas being stolen, all that. That's how we're getting this to keep going, so works for me.
Yeah.
You probably don't like that, do you? Is that glass gonna go yeet?
Yep.
There it goes.
He did not hesitate.
Such a pitiful state of affairs, William Pretency. How unfortunate it is that the jurors are unable to trust the victim of all people. God's will give us some faults to make us men.
Jesus Christ.
On heaven I Pretency swear, and so too on earth do I swear, that which the chinned man speaks is much the same as the gas that he vents. For an instant it burns bright, only turned to nothing but invisible stench. That's you.
All right, that's right. What? I'll try that one again. That's the voice, right? That
Yeah,
okay.
something like that.
Sir, you deny the claims that you are a gas thief?
Indeed, Your Excellency, allow me to profess it just once more.
Mike is way too close to my face.
And innocently tell the pure truth, just as you will me too.
Stupid thief, getting full of yourself just because we have no proof.
However, Mr. Pretency, if you happen to be splendidly and innocently telling pure lies, we'll be unable to trust your testimony any further.
The court will now give its opinion. Given the present facts, the crime could have been committed by none other but the defendant. Furthermore, all the testimony thus far supports that claim. As such, it would be simple to hand down the verdict at this time.
But we just overturned it.
But
Why?
however, so long as the jurors harbor doubts for this witness, the court has no choice but to continue the trial.
Thank you.
He's like, no!
It is decidedly a waste of time. Guess has nothing to do with this incident. Juror 4,
Yes.
you mentioned this concerning the gas thief a little bit ago. You said you may not have proof, but you do have grounds for your claim.
Yes, indeed we do. Isn't that right, little meter boy? Yes, ma'am. Out the monk there's no noise. Very well, the court will hear your testimony. Give us your reasons for suspecting that William Pretency is a gas thief. Very, on the name of Altamont. My lord, may I? No, what is it, for? I'm doing
You're
all the
so
voices.
thrown off by all the voices.
If that little boy is going to give testimony related to the ethics of our company, I would ask that I be allowed to take the stand as a supervisor. Oh God! Oh my God!
He's happy, Jesus.
Jesus Christ! Yay! Yay! I've been waiting for this. Let her testify. Let her testify.
But she's a juror. Okay, it's that, and it's now that easy. Okay.
Very well. I shall make an exception. Thank you very much, my lord. I've been waiting for this. Bring on Miss Director's red hot testimony.
It took like 7 hours to get the wife on the stand in the last Soseki case.
In that case, the court requests testimony from the both of you. Inform the court about Altamont Gas Company's investigation into illegal gas use. Are you ready, little boy? I'm indeed, ma'am. Altamont Gas is the world's greatest and clearest. In the world.
What on earth is happening right now?
I don't know. I believe this is what it means to be an employee of a British business.
Huh. I don't want to work here anymore.
It's
All
the
right.
first time it's been both me, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm assigned to that area. My job is to collect coins from gas meters. If you put in a 3 pence into the gas meter, you'll get around 2 hours worth of gas. But there was nary a single coin in Pretency's gas meter. This meter shows no signs of tampering. The inspector's the only one with the key. He's using all the gas he wants without paying for it. That bloke's a dirty gas thief.
Interesting.
They really do look like bees.
Yeah, they do.
With the stripes and all that, and...
How impudent of me to drink to the tune of this fatuous testimony. I plead your forgiveness.
You're not forgiven. Elaborate, if you please.
We here to determine whether or not that Japanese poison has washed up housemate. I must question whether the current testimony is even relevant to the case at hand.
He is not happy.
It's another yeet. 2 yeets in like 6 minutes. Jesus, man. This testimony is as asinine as the Japanese standing in civilized courts. But this testimony is as important as any other.
He's eating everything! He's throwing a fucking tantrum!
Fuck everything, do as you wish.
Workman Zieks seems particularly scary today.
Yeah, I'll say.
He's just throwing everything. I'm going to throw you next. Wait, no!
Watch your mouth, I'll throw this table in your general direction. The mysteries of the murder attempt and the gas theft. They don't seem to be connected at first glance, but the truth often found in the most unlikely of places. The first thing to do is to expose that man for who he really is. Now, I thought it last time, when it came to the soap, do you think that someone's like putting coins inside the soap? Or is he cutting out pieces of soap to be in the shape of coins? Also, I thought there was a thing in there before.
There was. It's gone. It's gone.
Has anyone grabbed this soap since Susanoo?
Inspect it.
Wait, wasn't there? Huh.
What's the matter?
Something about this soap is different from before. Was there a red metal-like thing jammed in here or something?
I seem to recall that, yes. But now there's only a dent.
Maybe it fell out when we weren't looking. Huh.
Okay,
I was gonna point out that there was a coin in the soap and then it disappeared.
Well,
that really doesn't, that doesn't help their case at hand right now. I mean, that might help us after we get some statements here, but, so, I was collect coins from gas meters. Let's talk about that. So you go around each room collecting coins from the gas meters?
Precisely. When the residents home have to go in and collect their dues.
That means you visited both Soseki's and Mr. Pretency's flats before, right?
Them witches in particular always have very little money in them. It's a mystery to me how they survive in these long, harsh London winter.
Soseki must have spent all his money on books instead of gas.
Yeah. Maybe he tosses the books he finishes into the fire for warmth.
Oh god.
Witness, please tell us more about these gas meters. I reckon you could tell how they work just by looking at them, but alright.
Alright, put 3 pence in there, get 2 hours. Okay. So these gas meters are installed in rooms all over London.
This meter is Altamont's latest and greatest model. We install them on the rooms that use our gas.
3 pence for 2 hours. It's about 3 coins for a whole night, yes?
Right, although it costs a bit more if you want to use both the stove and the lamp.
When I think about it, Soseki doesn't have a fireplace in his room.
Some of our customers only use the gas stove, making do with candles for lighting. Indeed, Soseki seems to prefer that option, judging from the state of his room.
So how exactly do you go about collecting coins from the meters?
We visit our customers' houses once every 3 days to retrieve their payments.
Developing those meters may have cost our business a pretty penny. But at least we've gotten rid of all the scoundrels who used our gas without paying.
Because now they have to pay up front, right?
Yes, that was the idea.
There was nary a single coin. How long has this been going on for?
Weeks, who knows how much gas he's stolen until now? Did you check the meter, Mr. Pretency's flat?
Of course, he let us remove it from the wall to examine it.
I assume you found no evidence of foul play?
None at all, I'm loath to say. As such, I immediately ordered the development of a new model gas meter. One with an unbreakable lock. We call it the Pretency Special.
I bet it cost more money than it saved.
Alas, check as we might, the meter was still empty. That accursed fiend.
Oh, humiliating. I shan't forget this. When I saw there wasn't even a single coin inside, I couldn't help but gasp. I can still picture the sadistic smirk on his face.
I see.
Dragged his meter all the way back to the office. However, we couldn't find any signs of that lock having been forced open. Since then, my salary's been going down 5 shillings at a time.
You really make it sound like a matter of life and death. Out of curiosity, what happened to the meter you took back to the office?
Nothing. In fact, I still have it.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Here it is.
You brought it with you to court?
The court wishes to have a look.
I also wish to have a look. Thank you for that. Like you said, nothing seems off at first glance. At first glance. Go on, witness. Continue. Continue your empty testimony about this empty gas meter.
He's so salty right now.
Alright, let's see if we can inspect this and see if there's any signs of tampering. So, yep, that's a gas meter. So here's the lock. This is quite the sturdy lock.
It's been sealed with beeswax. Ah!
Christ. Not even Mr. Holmes could get away with pinching coins from this thing.
I beg your pardon, Mr. Holmes would never.
You know you're in trouble when even your biggest fan can't vouch for you.
Anyway, I feel called out. This is where you put coins in, so it's only natural for them to take such measures.
Still seems like overkill if you ask me. So, and we got a little front here. That's not on board apparently. What if we spin it around to the back side? There ain't nary a thing over here. On the bottom, there's a hole in the bottom. Huh?
What's the matter?
Look, there's a tiny hole in the bottom.
Hey, you're right. Good eye.
It's so jagged, I assume this is the handiwork of an amateur.
Perhaps Mr. Pretency made this hole in secret then?
Seems like the gas company hasn't caught on yet either.
This hole appears to extend all the way inside the meter.
Whatever it's for, I doubt you could fish any coins out through it.
Oh. You have a point, but I still think it's noteworthy.
I know what's going on.
What?
So, what he's doing is he's making coins out of some kind of material that melts. Because all he has to do is by putting that soap down under the meter, then that's why it was on the windowsill, so it could freeze and solidify again.
That's what I was
He's putting these coins in that melt so that it'll melt into something that, and you know what? I wonder if that cup, that might not even be for the poison, that could be for whatever is catching the stuff.
'Cause it's red.
Yeah. And so he's using that to continuously use these coins over and over again.
He's doing air quotes because you.
Yeah, I'm doing air quotes in real life, just so Allie can see. So they say no signs of tampering. Well, I say, chichipatow.
Chichipatow?
Chichipatow. This is Altamont about this gas meter. It does have clear signs of being tampered with.
What? Impossible. I looked over it 1,000 times. I know that stupid meter like the back of my hand at this point.
I'm not so sure about that. Did you ever notice this tiny hole at the base?
Oh?
It's true. There's a tiny hole right there. And it's certainly not part of the design.
Which means we can presume that Mr. Pretency made this hole, correct?
I suppose, but why would he do that?
He can poke as many holes as he wants. The 3 pens would never fit through.
Mrs. Altamont, there's something I'm curious about in regards to this meter.
What is it?
I'd like to ask about distinguishing coins.
Yeah.
Can you tell coins from a simple piece of meltable liquid? How does this meter distinguish between different coins?
What do you mean?
Like, if I inserted a penny, it wouldn't be able to use any gas, right?
That is correct.
So the meter must have a way of recognizing that a 3-pence coin has been inserted.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Is it all by size?
The meter accepts coins based on their size, shape, and thickness.
Hmm.
A 3-pence coin is around 2 centimeters in diameter, so other coins wouldn't fit.
I see. That's a pretty interesting method.
Witness, please add that information to your testimony.
I shall, my lord.
Okay. So the meter knows the exact
Meter
size.
knows the exact size and thickness of a 3-pence coin. You can't deceive it.
I'm gonna go right for it. Damn!
No, we're
Okay.
too soon. It's too
We're
soon.
too smart. Well, that statement just now is very clearly strange.
Yeah, it's one of those Ace Attorney situations
Yeah.
that you see so many like comics and like parodies
I'm
about.
gonna skip through this. Ow.
Oh, let's bring up the topic of your employment. Oh, damn.
With Lord Vortex. Ow.
Ooh.
Okay, let's go ahead and press this then. Maybe we'll have to just present something inside this. Actually, I have a question about that.
The dog that looks evil as fuck.
If you insert an object with the exact same size and thickness of a 3-pence coin, you'd be able to fool the meter, right?
Well, the weight would also need to match.
But we didn't find any fake coins in the meter either. We did. We would have found him 100 times the amount he stole. Let me just say I would have relished the opportunity to do so. You seem quite fired up about this. I love money and I love gas, and Jamont will set this world ablaze.
Quiet now.
By the way, how big is a 3-pence coin?
Around 2 centimeters in diameter.
Does it have a ruler?
What do you think, Naruhodo? There may be more to this device than meets the eye. It could be a transformer. I suggest inquiring into other aspects.
Sounds good. What else do I want to know?
Try talking to it.
Maybe useful to know about how the meter can be taken apart? I mean, if there were going to be other options, we would ask for other things, but
Yeah.
I'll go with that for now. How would you go about disassembling it?
Disassembling? Why?
Well, it doesn't look like this meter has been forced open at all. So instead of being broken apart, perhaps it was disassembled.
That's a logical conclusion. This meter's lock was forged from steel by a renowned locksmith. Though the meter itself is made of wood, it is covered in a gapless metal plating.
There's a gap now.
I can say with the utmost confidence that no man could disassemble it.
We hope Jamont's products will leak neither coins nor gas.
Poor choice of words.
Yeah.
Is that so?
Witness, please add that information to your testimony.
At once, my lord. There are no gaps in the meter, and the lock is made of steel. It's impossible to dismantle.
I don't really think I can argue that. Are you sure these meters are impenetrable?
We've had plenty of guys trying to take it apart, but they all gave up eventually.
And if they did manage to break into it, we would have sued them for damages.
I see.
What do you think, Naruhodo? There may be more to this device than meets the eye. I suggest asking questions about other...
Okay, so can I switch it to... So we gotta focus on either it being fooled or it being disassembled. I would go off of the fooled part before I go off of the disassembly part. Like, if you look at this thing, it looks like it would be pretty rough to try and take this apart. And we know what we're going for actually in the first place. So it should be the distinguishing coins part that would be the most likely scenario.
Yeah.
Because we already have our theory of what's going on. This is so that whatever he's using to make the fake coins can leak out of the bottom into something to catch it, and then he freezes coins into this soap.
Has he been, like, melting the plating?
What do you mean by melting the plating?
I don't know. Like,
No, I think he used just some... Because they said this wasn't done very professionally, just some arbitrary amateur tool to puncture the bottom of it.
But what would be in there?
Well, they've said that's directly at the bottom where the coins go in there. So the coins sit right there at the bottom is what they were saying.
Yeah.
So that means his fake coins would go to the bottom, and then they would melt, and they would catch that liquid, and then freeze it again with a bar of soap outside.
Oh.
That's how he's making all these coins. Is the reason why that soap was on the windowsill is because that freezes the liquid back into a solid form, so you can put it back in the top, and then it melts through the bottom again.
But what would melt?
It's whatever the liquid was that was, and I think that might be maybe what happened is that the liquid melted while it was here, so it's gone.
Did he use the tea?
Did he use tea?
Cause he said it was crimson tea.
You're not wrong.
He called the tea red.
Was he
froze his tea and fucking...
Will something happen if I examine this again? Because it's not a...
It's just the same thing.
Huh? So take a look at this soap. There's a round dent here. Looks to be around 2 centimeters in diameter.
Oh, it's saying the
Are you
thing.
going to update it now?
2 centimeters? Oh, could it be?
We found the soap at the crime scene, didn't we?
Yes, 2 of them were sitting side by side on the window, so we took this one. When we first saw it, I believe there was a small red object in it.
Weird. I don't see it now. It must have fallen out or something. Well, we know what to do now. We had to examine it again after we examined it literally.
That's why he saved the tea. So he could
make
freeze
coins.
it and done.
Yeah, well, let's go ahead and ask about the coin meter again. So, excuse me. Yeah, have you inserted the coins? Yeah. Come on. So I was right. I just needed to examine the soap again before presenting it. God damn it. I was literally right, but I had to examine it again to get the measurement. I'd like to confirm once more. As long as the size and thickness perfectly match, the meter will register it as a 3-pence coin. Am I right so far?
Quite so.
Oddly enough, during our investigation of the crime scene, we found something around that size and shape.
Something with the same dimensions as a 3-pence coin.
You want to finish that?
Oh, what on earth was it? I thought
There
it
we
was
go.
done. I was looking at her face.
It was this. Not the soap, but the back of it.
What are you on about? This is just soap, isn't it?
No matter how I look at it, I don't think I see the resemblance.
Looks like I'll have to point it out to them. Really? You don't want to just be like, listen, Corey, just flip it over. The important thing of the soap is right here. Yeet. Oh, wait, that's the examine button. God dang, no. Present.
Oh, God.
There we go. The important part is the bottom of this bar of soap.
Oh! That looks like a round indent.
And that indent is about 2 centimeters in diameter. A 3-pence coin would fit in there perfectly.
Oh! Does anyone here have a 3-pence coin on their person? Come on now, stop dilly-dallying, fork it over.
If I were to close my eyes right now, I'd most likely mistake the judge for a highwayman.
Anyone? Anyone?
Now, we take this coin that we were so graciously given by a member of the gallery and slot it into this indentation.
Just make sure I get that back.
Quiet you.
It's my only one.
Ah, it's a perfect fit.
It's probably what he used to measure it. Is put his only 3-pence coin he
Yeah.
owned in there, and then he's like, gas forever.
Yeah.
Gas forever.
I was gonna say, that was not... That was more like Sherlock.
Listen, I just didn't want to be that obnoxiously
Yeah.
voiced. Just as I thought. This is no doubt a vital clue for the gas thefts.
What? Credit, that does seem like something that Sherlock would do.
Oh, that's the third.
Oh.
That's the third glass yeet of the episode. That's 4 yeets so
Jesus.
far. This dirty piece of soap is connected to the gas thief.
He's so angry.
Is this truly what you wish to claim? It is.
Bitch.
This cavity in the soap was clearly made by a 3-pence coin.
It certainly isn't out of the question. With poor quality soap like this, it would be simple. Just firmly press a coin into it and it would hold the shape. And then if you dip something like melted wax into it, you would get a counterfeit coin just like that.
Or tea.
This
Like, he
is
could've-
where it
he
all comes together.
That's why he let the tea get cold. So it wouldn't
True,
melt
it
the
would have a
soap.
better chance, yeah. This is where it all comes together. This is how Mr. Pretense he carried out his gas thefts. And it might go even further than that. We might be able to come face to face with a completely new possibility.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
If he had to use such a method, the wax coin should still be inside the gas meter.
I must say, it is difficult to believe that the coin could just disappear from the meter like magic.
I see where you're going with this. There's but one form of magic through which these coins could vanish.
Science.
Right. And the answer can be found right here on this meet. Wait a minute.
What?
Do you think... So hear me out. So, let's say he was last night, using the tea, putting it in these bars of soap to make coins for gas for the night. But he didn't want to waste the tea, so he drank the tea. That was maybe covered in a little bit of soap. Maybe he got sick from that.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe that's not sick enough to,
Or
be
maybe-
potentially dead for 12
or no,
hours,
maybe
apparently.
he drank
But
some of it that was, had already melted and gone through the machine.
no, that's what I'm saying. Is that after it went
Yeah.
through, after he made the shape with the soap, and then it went through, he was just like,
I mean,
"Oh, let me drink
something that goes that freezes into soap and then goes through a metal machine probably isn't the best to drink.
Anyways, right, and the answer can be found right here on this meter.
Whatever are you talking about?
It's here that the traces of that magic clearly remain.
Now the court demands an answer from the defense.
It's the hole.
Or,
What shows how
Okay,
a
yeah,
false
so
coin
that's-
could have vanished from the gas meter?
What do you mean, or? It's
gonna
the
be.
hole.
Well, I thought they were gonna talk about the wax there being the potential that he was using some kind of wax, but no, it's gonna be the hole. There we go.
Wax? What wax?
We found this bar of soap in the windowsill at the crime scene.
It was where?
This soap was sitting just outside the flat's window, that you're supposed to be watching, by the way. That night air was so cold it could freeze even this watchful witness's runny nose.
Oh, when you mean?
He froze his snot.
Ew.
That's not right, but that's right. The answer is ice.
Oh!
Every night, Mr. Pretency's flat has filled his soap with water and left it outside. Naturally, it would turn to ice thanks to the sub-zero temperatures. In return for 1 coin of ice, his lamps and stove would burn. This would warm the room to a pleasant temperature, melting the ice in the meter. And as we all know, ice becomes water when it melts. That water leaked out of the small hole in the bottom of the meter. With all that in mind, one could easily steal gas without leaving a trace.
But I can't believe it was so simple. You fooled us with just water and soap. So rudimentary that we look like complete idiots now.
I guess so.
Wow, I don't believe it. I refuse to believe any of it. Do you know how much time and money we spent developing those meters? And you all mock us with this soap and water? Spare me the jokes.
Why are you angry at me?
I want evidence.
What?
If that trickery really happened, then I want you to prove it. Wow, she's intense. She certainly has the fire of a managing director's wife.
I got. Yes, ma'am. I'll gladly give you the answer you're looking for.
What? Naruhodo? Do you... we have proof?
There actually were some traces that bothered me. They're probably the answer I'm searching for. Here's the proof that Mr. Pizzi stole gas using coins made of ice. Are we just gonna go for the cup? I'm gonna go for the cup.
So this is meant to prove how he stole the gas.
Yes, this tells us everything we need to know. I'm wrong, aren't I?
Naruhodo, your eyes are darting around like a tiny fish trying to escape from a baby bird. That was very specific.
I hear your language is a very direct translation of the term small fry. So I trust you'll understand when I tell you to be crushed and tossed aside like one.
Oh.
Alright, Prosecutor Van Zieks fished out of that little fact.
Mr. Pretency must have made those ice coins. There may have been traces of his deed left at the crime scene.
Just look over the crime scene one more time. Oh, I guess I'll look at the... I mean, the only thing to really have that shows that would be the picture. Oh.
Just the
Just
water.
a puddle of water on the ground since he was passed out and couldn't pick up any of that stuff. But, boom. Inspector Gregson gave us this photograph of the crime scene. As you can clearly see, this photo captures the traces of Mr. Pretency's trickery. What traces? I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
Here, we have the gas meter from Mr. Pretency's room. Now direct your attention to the floorboards just below this meter.
Well, what is it? The floor looks wet.
The stain was created by the water that dripped from the gas meter.
Ah!
If it takes 1 3-pence coin to warm and light the room for 2 hours, then it would take around 10 coins to do so for an entire day. Over time, the coins would melt inside the meter, and the water would drip onto the floor. As a result, the floorboards became discolored.
Unbelievable.
But wait, there's more.
Nice.
If you look in front of Mr. Pretency, currently half dead from chemical ass poisoning,
Chemical.
you might notice a bar of soap broken in half.
Soap?
Does that mean he ate the other half?
Yes! I regret to cut your flight of fancy short, my lord. But no.
My, he didn't even bother to entertain the poor judge.
Anyway, Mr. Pretency was holding a fork in his hand.
Van Zieks was really just like, no. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's what you get for talking. He was saying here you go. On the bottom.
Oh, so I was right. He did eat. Are you saying he used that fork in his scheme?
That's right. He used it to dig his newly made coin out of the bar of soap.
But the soap appears to be broken in half. So he must have made a mistake when he was trying to retrieve the coin.
My word!
They are bees!
Mistake so severe he passed out.
Oh my god! Stop!
It's like yeet number 6.
He's like a freaking toddler right now. Do you need to go in timeout?
Van Zieks go Van Yeats.
You need to go in timeout,
You know what?
sir.
You need to sit in timeout and think about what you've done for about 23 and a half hours.
Yeah.
Until next time. You think about this. There's so much you've cut like 17 people in the gallery with all of your throwing this glass
broken
everywhere.
glass.
Everyone's injured because of you, okay? You need to chill.
And who knows how much fucking money went down the drain with that?
Oh, God, for real. He just threw like $1,000 worth of merchandise away.
Merchandise?
Yeah.